I'm sorry. I made a mistake. You know, it's hard when you controlling at the same time you trying to concentrate on other stuff. So let me see. Please bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Please share this video. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Yes, I'm very sorry. It was a little. I turned something off and I forgot that I turned it off because you know when you playing like you're trying to show you don't want any uh, uh, um, distraction in the back, then you shut the audio off. But anyway, we are back. Thanks again, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is the Lrtn. As I said, there's a little station that we try to open concerning. It's all about the Liberian community, and we also work with our foreign partners. You know, we're in America, so we can do nothing. We have to educate our people. When it comes to immigration, it comes to the law, it comes to whatsoever. We are in contact with other lawmakers. When you go to YouTube, this all our programs is broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We got other and sites that we go on, but you know, Liberian number one is Facebook. Then later on, you can go to YouTube. But if you go to YouTube, just type in Lrtn. You will see all the videos. So whatever we say here is on record. It's not just an ordinary Facebook thing. You understand? So even if you call my phone, I stay operating because we got a special software that we go through. So I want to say thank you very much. Without you, we will not be on. I want you to share it. But guess what? We cover a lot of things. We cover weddings. We cover all kinds of things. But we cover the Liberian community. Anything that is non-for-profit, we cover because we ourselves, we are non-for-profit. This and LRT is owned and operated by the Sharing Foundation. It's a foundation that we put together to cater to Liberians, to be able to help each other, want to see how best. But you know, when you just starting things, it's not an easy thing. Other people want to come in, some people don't want to come in, people overlook you, but we're struggling. And we're going to make it work. The CEO is just a young little guy. They call Joseph Anderson. And we got Mr. P, we got JY, we got a lot of other people. I can't even remember the names, but we got it's just a handful of people that we like a family. And on this platform, everybody is entitled to their opinion. So I can say, well, I want to support George Way. I want to support also. The station has nothing to do with it. When we come as a group, we discuss, we talk about our station. But whatever I say here today, it has nothing to do with Lrtn. Lrtn is not owned by ANC. It's not owned by UP. It's not owned by CDC. That means anybody can come in. If you want to get a spot, it's up to you. Just meet up with our. The only thing we don't accept on this thing here is lies. We're not using it as a propaganda arm for anybody, but we speak the truth. We are not here to be friends with nobody. When you want to give out messages to people, you do not pick and choose. Yes, I support Cummings, but I should be brave enough to say what Cummings is doing wrong. I should be brave enough to say what ANC is doing wrong. Because listen, I don't own ANC. ANC don't own me. I just admire ANC and a member of ANC. But I have the right to say what they are doing wrong or what they are not doing or what they are doing good. But when it comes to the government, we are there to look for the bad stuff. We're not there to look for good stuff. Let me make you understand today. Because good stuff, when it come in, we talk about it. But when you continue doing bad, then we don't talk about the good. I don't need to tell you about Doe community anymore. It's been 2 years. I don't need to tell you about the president giving free tuition to University of Liberia. It's been a long time. I don't need to tell you, say the president trying to do feeder roads. No. But there are other things that are not being done. We got more important things in Liberia than feeder roads. I can tell anybody that. It's just like you don't have nothing, but you be there, you're going to build a house. You say you build a house, but because you're building a house, your children will not pay the school fees, you will not pay your rent, everybody going to suffer. No, that's not how it works. Before you try to build a house, you should be prepared. That means you're in a position where I can take $10 from here and put it towards my house, and yet and still I can pay my bills on the other side. That's how it's looking. We can't just concentrate on the house and we don't have food and you can't even pay the other bills. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of things been going like bro. A lot of things. The coronavirus. Until it's so funny. This time of the year, some of us that work outside, we got the allergies. So it's so funny when you try to cough, you're afraid to cough because of the whole corona. But we're trying our best. You see what I'm drinking right now? I'm drinking lime, and I put a little bit of gin. Let me make it understand because alcohol, and I not a white one. They're not red or yellow or whatsoever. Just a little bit of golden gin that I put in there, and you put vinegar. You put a little bit of ginger. Wash your hands, my people. You need to shake hand. You can say, "What's up, my brother?" You need to shake hand. But one thing you do when you enter the house, give yourself a nice hot shower. This thing will force a lot of people to take bath now because I'm putting to take bath. But nice hot shower. Do your little sauna and do a lot of things. It will help you. You don't know who got it. It's not written on the face of anybody. But take care of yourself. Don't overlook it. God first, but do not overlook. God is not saying that because you believe in God, so you should look at the fire and just put your hands in the fire. That's not how it works. You're not Shadrach, Meshach, or Abednego. So that certain times God can show some miracle, but not on you that you be, oh, I believe in God, and you look at it. No, that's stupidity. That's stupidity. So my people, it is serious. But look at America. Great country like America that got money. Do you think America really want to shut the country down? It's not easy. When you get in the street here, they tell you stay home. You see the big sign on the highway. No police going to pull you over and tell you where you're going. But what they're trying to tell you is stay home if you got nothing to do in the street. If you have nothing to do in the street, just stay home and watch TV, spend time with the family, do whatsoever. If you got something to do in the street, you go by your business. No police will pull you over. No police will pull you over. Now, when all the businesses are shut down, do you think people go in the street? No. But we want to say this, my people. You're taking it for joke. What is going on in Liberia? People are overlooking it. But let me make you understand. I have sat down and thought about it seriously. President, we are trying to exercise his power, to flex his muscle. My people, let common sense. Let's check common sense. Do you think it's necessary for the military to get involved right now? Do you think it's necessary for the president to order the military in the street to make sure that people are indoor? You see what information do to people, how he kill people? The president say March, although he made a mistake, April 10, 11:59. Everybody should stay indoor. But some people never got the message right. Some people never listen to Facebook. We in America, in the diaspora, we got the message. We heard him talking. There are a lot of people in Liberia never heard it. But the president spoke the same week and he said Friday is starting. So some people know that I need to come out, but by 3 o'clock I should be indoor. So people coming out because the message is not resonating. They're not to disseminate the message, to inform the people how to get the message out. Messages, when you don't give it the right way, people die for nothing. People could die today in Liberia. People could die, but let's say this, my people. Do you think it's actually necessary for, with the situation, listen, we all want people to stay indoor to see how best to eradicate this thing. We all want our people to stay indoor. You, me, other people can afford it. There are people in Liberia who can afford it. But majority of the people in Liberia cannot afford it. They don't even have the basic need, water. Water. Now, you see, when it's not in the president's speech and people try to interpret it to make it look fun. First they say indoor. Now people say, oh no, just stay in your community. You know, what is that? The president says stay indoor. Only one member of your family should come out. But some of us said it that day that, look, if the executive order that no businesses will open 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock is fair. Liberia, the transportation, the problem. People walk from 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It's too short. The restriction is too hard on the people. Now, these people got to come out to feed. They got people who can't even find food. They got to go sell every day before they eat. They got people who got to go in the street every day to provide for the family to come home. Now you're telling them they should stay home. Only one person for them. So what about the Zogos? What about the people who don't have sleeping place? Some people don't even have Lrtn in the house. They got to go outside, like over Do River and what sort of shit. Some people don't have water in the house. They got to walk all the way down to get water. Some of them cannot afford it. Government is not. Look, man, people, let me tell you something. But how the people used to eat before, I don't want to yell at nonsense how the people used to eat before. It's not how they used to eat before. This is the time government is responsible to do whatsoever for the citizens. This is the time because you authorizing them to stay indoor. Why should we pretend as if a citizen die Liberian government can do anything? Citizen die Liberian government don't do a damn thing. Even people who sweat for that country, people who represented Liberia before, who did things, they died. Our government never even gave them to the one gun salute. Yes. There's a bomb here, so rest in peace. PDP. PDP served the national team. As his father served, he was a Masu. And he himself, he served the national team. I bet you, they will not even honor him as if he was on the national team. It's not because he didn't play for the national team. But he served on the national team. He was on that national team when they went to South Africa. He was on that national team with President George Mano Wiana. At the time, he was a player. He used to massage every one of them. He was doing all the little job and the little boy in Minnesota there. Where is Nisa? I forgot his name. I would think about him. They all serve the national team. These people need to be honored. But I bet you that boy, you think government care? No. Government care? They ever pay him? No. He was just there. He gets something when they feel like giving it to him. Okay, let's do that. But this curfew, why the president put the military in the street, my people? In America, the people want to put the National Guard. The National Guard, usually they come in the city. They help to do other stuff. But we get our military people now in the street patrolling with guns. I just saw a picture. They say three boys were killed. I don't know anything about it. But they were killed. For what reason they were killed, nobody knows. This president is testing the legislators. My people, if this thing continues, y'all need to, this is the time y'all need to gang up against your legislators. What President Weah is doing to the people is not fair. These people cannot afford it. 2 months they have not taken pay. This president don't even have not said anything about their pay. But oh yeah, but we want for the people that today we concerned about Liberian people's survival. That today we concerned about Liberian people's survival. This president got the message since February. He refused to close the border because he organized his first committee in February, and a chair by him. This president do not even brief the Liberian people on day-to-day activity of the whole corona business. Who brought in the country? His own people. Coronavirus were brought into Liberia by Liberian officials, not nobody else. No common man left the country to travel. The people that travel were all George Weah officials and people, some important people that came to him. Coronavirus came into Liberia through government officials. No poor man left the country to bring it. The first person that got it was a government officials. The first man that got it was God. The second person was somebody who the government invited to. So all the things here we're looking at Liberian people taking it for joke. The so-called ones there in America who getting a day-to-day, a daily bread from CDC, like Michael Gilman, who getting a monthly padam. You know, Michael Gilman uncle is Weeks. Weeks. They deported. He can't come out to America. Who all know that? Michael Gilman get the padam every month from CDC. So they look at the bad things and they try to change it around. You never heard on Michael Gilman's show to speak on behalf of the citizen. Either he talking about Henry Costa, how he's not a citizen. Ignorance is a bad thing. Sometimes the education would learn. And look, we know every one of them. We know them from Don Bosco. We know how they used to sell passport. We know how they used to go and buy the passport and send it to America, to send it to him and whatsoever. We know all that. But this is totally wrong. You sit on this thing here but history will judge every one of us. History. Some of us here, what we're doing, if we're doing it for anything good, I always say that I shouldn't prosper. We want nothing from Liberia. Our time is over. I believe when you reach 50 years old, that's it. You think about your children, you think about the other ones that are behind you. Somebody must struggle for other people to enjoy. But we got people in Liberia who going through hell. We got our ordinary people, they get children who graduated, cannot even find a job in Liberia. We know all that. We know all that. We got senators, we got representatives who using the Liberian people as a bait. They went to this people, the people voted for them, and they only concerned about the dirty packets. They're using dirty money. That is why today when they leave office, they die poor, and everything they work for, it go down to the drain. The God that people serve, God is a just God. If you depend on corruption, you can build the last mansion. It will go down to wreck. It will go down to wreck, because you know what? The money that went in there is not fair. They get some people that say they can turn good money into bad money. But we are not stupid people. It is truth. Whatever, where they put you, no matter what, you will survive on it. But no leaders eat before their people. No leader on the battlefront, on the captains, the pilots, anywhere, no leader will eat before his people eat. He will make sure that his people are served. That is why Jesus said, if one sheep, when David, just one sheep got missing, he will go back and find that one sheep, because that one sheep is important. Every Liberians are important. You can be Zogo, you can be Wuso, the Zogis, the whatsoever. You are important in that country. Why few people should enjoy the resources of Liberia? You tell me, for God's sake. You get conscience. You human being, if you anybody who tells me that, oh yes, the people in Liberia, they need to survive, they need to listen. If they listen, that's it, will do it hard. No, that's not how it works. This time, during crisis, is the government responsibility. After crisis is over, you respond for yourself. We want our citizens indoor. We want them to stay indoor. But some of them don't even have latrine in the houses already. Some of them don't even have food to eat. They're not working. Some people are working. They have not taken pay. How are they going to make it? In America, when they send out the National Guard, they're there to rescue people. They're there to divide food. They're there to go into the community because they're there to help. That's why the people put out the National Guard. Okay, like bro, America is a developed country. National Guards are always in the city. They don't just send military. When you bring military out, that means if the president decides to bring military in the street, that means it's very important. Military people are not for the city. But Liberia is too small. We need no military. If they're going to divide food, they're going to rescue people, they're going to look at the group that Koji put together. His same talks. The same boy who went in District 17, in District 13, the same guy who were disturbing with cutlasses in our place. He didn't want to go into people's door to find out who get corona. That didn't want to go to find out my people. They put all these people, they use it. Now they say, oh, we're playing politics. Who playing politics on this thing? President, we are playing politics on the coronavirus. Everything President we are doing, he's trying to set the pace for 2020, so they will call him a coronavirus hero, because Sir Joseph is Ebola hero. So that is why Jawia says it's his project. This is We Are Project. We Are Project. You take money that they gave you, you purchase bucket and put your picture on it. The vice president got bucket with picture. My people, in real sense, let be frank. We're not fighting war in Liberia. Do you think the people ready in Liberia need buckets? They don't need buckets. They get plastic bucket, they will know how to put water in the bucket and wash their hands. They know it. Go around. What they did for Ebola. Don't stand. Wash your hands. Send the message around. Liberians will already have to listen to. We already, it gave us problem. Already. Then how will we just sit there and just don't give message? We just jump in the street and start treating our own people as if they're nothing. You giving them buckets. Buckets for what? Bucket for what? That bucket will save their lives. Bucket will save their lives. Eh? It's very easy for this president to distribute anything he wants to. Just call the pastors or call the community leaders. Talk to them. See what you can do, Mr. President. You can't just keep these people. You're going to the house. 3 weeks. 3 weeks is a long time for a poor man. 3 weeks is a long time for a poor man. It looks scary. The president is testing his dictatorship. He's testing it. By the time Labrimpo fall for it, he ready for y'all. Y'all take it for a joke. The real party reach yet. The real one he reach yet. We hearing it small. They say where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there is smoke, there is fire. We hearing it small. It coming on little by little. It coming little by little. But you're the people that will feed it will be the same sedition. I can promise you. You're the one that it would hit. But guess what? When it reach to you, that's the time some of you will come up and say, oh, and look, I tell you today, the people need to stay indoors. We all want our people to be safe. We all want our people to be secure. Let the whole thing, let the coronavirus. At least in Africa, there are a lot of remedy. There's a lot of ways we can protect ourselves. Once you continue, Liberian people like consistencies. Once you continue to educate the people and tell them what to do, you tell them what to do. Wash your hands. Do this one. Do this other one. And make sure don't shake hands. Send people in the market. You put the posters all over. Put a billboard all over. Let it be that that's what the money is all about. The more information get out there, the more they will do it. You got 16 tribes in Liberia. Let everybody just release that message in the tribe. Our president made a very good song. They got the video. It's on YouTube. A very nice song. The song gave the message about Ebola. But let us face the truth. Let us be honest. How many Liberians listen to that, watch that video? How many Liberians have listened to that song? There are majority of the people in Liberia have not heard that song, neither they saw the video. No, they have not seen it yet. But we in the diaspora, we saw it the first day it came out. The song is nice, but guess what? What is not nice about? He's the president of Liberia. The time he took, I do video. To shoot a video is not 2 seconds. All that sinking the president was doing, when you watch the video, if anybody who know how to shoot, all that sinking the president was doing, they did a shooting over 6 times on him to edit it. 6 different scenes on he alone. It was not a one-day video. The time the president took to go in a fucking cloth church to shoot the video and to do all the sinking and do everything, the president took a whole day. A whole day. While we doing this, then we laughing about, oh, the president is so talented. Oh, the president is a star. So when you sick, you go dance to the music. That's what the president is saying. My brother Mike said, oh yeah, the message is there. Yes, the message is there. That's your president. Nobody said the message is not in the song. But the person that sang the song, where is Takun J? Where are all the musicians that could sing that song? Because musicians release messages through the songs. Just tell them what you want. They can put your speech in there. But you are basic. You're supposed to worry about the Liberian people right now. This president is not worrying about Liberian people. You should start fooling yourself. This president is not even thinking about us. He's not even thinking whether you surviving or who are you. The president ain't give a damn about you. Seriously. But we continue to make ourselves look as if this president concerned. The president don't. The president ain't concerned about you. Let me make you understand. He ain't concerned about you at all. But we're saying this. Liberians, you're joking. You're joking with yourself. I mean, you're joking with yourself. You ain't joking with nobody. You're making fun out of yourself. Because when the shit hit the fence, you guys will understand. You know what shit can do? When the shit hits the fence, it spill out. It just pops, all over the place. That means you're not the only person. You sometimes I waste the shit. They will tell you, I see sedition all in the street. Oh, yes, it's good. They will stay indoor. Yes, they should stay indoor. These are Liberians who cannot, they're already struggling to feed themselves. No water. No water. How do you want them to survive? Are you going to drop water over to the places? Are you going to go around? Look, let me tell you today. To be president, if anybody tell you President job a hard job, a lie. It's not a hard job. The person who's the president make the job hard. It's not a hard job because you got nothing to do. You don't have anything to do. The only thing the president, let me tell you, know how to read, know how to sign your name, and just be a good person who can give who know what to say, to think. Be a good thinker or rational how to make decisions. That when your people come to you, so, oh, Mr. President, the people in Nima County there, they planning to come over through you. They're ready to say, you're okay then. No. You should be a good thinker. Because if you don't, your advisors will use you. Your advisors will use you until you yourself will give up. I'll tell you. Because at the end of the day, guess what they can say? Well, that man listen to us. That man listen to us. Oh yeah, he listen to us. That's true. He listen to us. That man listen to us. He when we're talking to him, he thought we're joking. Everything we try to tell Joe, we are Joe. I don't want to listen to nobody. That is same thing today. People giving all around. Today, the people who supported Samuel Doe, what he said, child stealer. Some of them in America. Some of them in America saying the same thing. That President Doe never listened to them. Doe had to deal with. When you talk to him, he won't listen to nobody. Doe do his own thing. The hard Doe are killing people. Now today, they're making George you have to be the Buku man. President we have got more security in Liberia now than Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor who brought war to the country. President we are now incorporated the Charles Taylor security, the rebels. And I can't forget men like Gaddafi. If men like Gaddafi can be in charge in George Weah security detail, then I give up. Yes. Then I give up. Because all the guys that people who got blood on their hands, these are people who are not afraid to kill. When a man killed one time, he's not afraid to kill again. He's not afraid. Gaddafi killed more than one time. He killed more than one time. It's not because they survived. Sometimes God gave people second, third chances. It's not because they survived, then you think that they're okay or they are going to repent. Even butt naked, who killed people, and he's a pastor today. God will punish butt naked, and butt naked himself aware of it, that he waiting for his punishment one day, but for now, he's going to make it right. How many of our rebels in our country that say they will make it right? How many of them? Let us take a 50 or 20 seconds break. I will be back in a few. Thank you. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm back again. I'm back. And I'm a little surprised. Just what I told you, I said there are a lot of Liberians who don't care. There's a guy who just made a comment there. Wait, look at his name. When you check it, he don't have picture. I don't know if that's him, but his name is Bill Chitty, Cheaty Thomas. How many times do they distribute food? You see some of the stupidity. But my friend, in America we work, we pay taxes. Right now, people whom they're going to receive the checks, people are receiving $2,400 free. So then $500 extra for every child that you file in for. Now you can leave your job and file for unemployment until this thing finish and you get your full salary. Don't be ignorant. You see, ignorance of bad disease. This man asking, do you think that? And right now they got food pantry. They got people who cannot afford it. In fact, before the coronavirus, the people go to food pantry and get food, free food. Jeff Bezos just gave $200 million to a group that feed the poor people, that feed the hunger. You see stupidity? You ask a question in America, how many times they distribute food to you? So now you won't compare us with Liberia. America just approved more than half of the annual budget. America budget in this country every year is $4.7 trillion a year. They approve over $2 trillion to give back to the American people. So my brother, you are one of the people who blind. And you know in the Bible they say if you encourage gay and you stand by it, God punish you. Just by standing for wickedness, God will punish you. You are the same thing. It's just like in Liberia, people pointed at people and they killed them for no reason. They say, oh, that means so why will government kill a man? That man death on your head, whether you like it or not. And you will not notice it, you will start to pay for it. And sometimes you might pay for it in your old age. You might pay for it at the time that you will not be expecting. You will not be expecting it. Mr. Thomas. So please, Mr. Thomas, your question ain't get no sense. It's you yourself, you don't get sense. You don't get no sense, my brother. Then you start talking nonsense. You come on my page, you start talking nonsense. But look at what you just said. How many times the people divided food to you in America there? That is why if you actually in America or you in Liberia, my brother, you will suffer. You will suffer. And if you one of those who eating the poor money, you will eat it and you will not make it. You will not survive on it, because by the time they get you out, if you build a house, the house will break down. If you build a house with corruption money, it will burn down. I'm telling you. God, don't let Liberian people move. Liberian people praying every day. Every day, everything that government official doing to them, these people are praying. They're not swearing you. They're praying sincerely until God doing everything. It coming right back. Because the people pray for Liberia, that is why all the leakages coming up. That is why all the bad things coming up. People pray sincerely for Liberia to survive. You go in the churches, people pray for Liberia, but God can expose them and say, you see, you're the people you're praying for. You're the people you're praying for, but are the same people you're voted for. Or in the name of Jesus, they will make it. The first thing, just by you saying in the name of Jesus, they will make it. God know you blaspheme because you're not sincere within your heart that Joshua will make it. You only saying that, oh yes, in the name of Jesus, the president will succeed. But deep down in your heart, you only saying it because you're in love with him. And I will say today, never fall in love with politicians. You can admire the politician. Because whatever he's going to do, for that man to know your name is for you to feel what he's doing. It's not that he know your name, Peter Paul. But when you know, you will know that he knows you, because he will come into your community and make you to feel him. That's the government. Sometimes I hear people say, so what opposition doing now? What they need to do? Liberians, we got to start begging. We got to start being or hand out people. We agree. But opposition are not running the country. Opposition, they're not running the country. Because if opposition start to do it, the government will just sit back. I saw somebody say, oh, let the opposition at this time now, we're going to put money together and go do this for our people. That's not how it works. You will not help your people. You will not help your people. Even the Even those who are senators or representatives, giving them little rest and whatsoever, is not helping them. Empower them. When the last time you empower your people? Even our present president, when was the last time he empowered people? When the last time? Giving people jobs, giving people opportunity to steal or to do, is that an empowerment? Buying buckets for your people to wash your hand and go indoor, is that empowerment? Leave, since you can't afford to feed them, leave them and continue to look at Ebola that was killing people every second in Liberia. Ebola kill you within no time. This one, you yourself can cure coronavirus. The good thing, either the hospital or yourself, you can fight it. If you start to go around and tell everybody in Liberia, be careful, wash your hands, don't shake hands, give 6 feet. My people are concerned about you, are concerned about your health. Even at 4 days you will sell, you please do it. You please take it easy. In fact, by 7 o'clock, all the busy. In or common sense, Mr. Thomas, I'm telling you now, common sense. Just by shutting the businesses down in Liberia, there will be nobody in the street. If you tell the business people by 6 o'clock, close down, no nightclub, no bar, no nothing, nobody will go in the street. You got to tell them about curfew. Because when you get an entertainment center, everybody stand there. If you get a place to drink, Liberian will go there. But once you tell them they're not there, they ain't get nothing to do, they're not going in the street. But you can't stop an ordinary Liberian man who want to leave from Ghana's going to his mom's place in Cinco, driving his own car. He shouldn't be in the street. That is wrong. You do not enforce the law like that. It's too hard for the people. We're not even fighting war. Even when the war was on, we never had such a restriction like that. 3 o'clock to close businesses. Now, you say the people shouldn't be in the street at all. But only one household member. What do you have? How you know this man is a household member? And how do you know the man in the street for 1 hour? Is that what the health people told President we had to say? I still listen to this speech. I will not play because I played the other day. I'm still listening to this speech to know what this speech is all about. What this speech here is all about. Most of the Liberian people, all they thought that we will go out and leave by 3. They know. They know. But if I will play the speech again, I will play the George Weah speech so all of you will listen to it. Because I stay honest, I want to understand. You know, the first thing, after 7 days, if the House of Legislature, the John House, do not come up with anything, that whole state of union dead. It's dead. It's 7 days. In 7 days, it should be done. In 7 days, the House should come out. The president get it right. Look, people tell George Weah about the Constitution. And because we don't know the Constitution, that is why George Weah continue. And if you know the Constitution, you know that the president has violated the Constitution so many times. So many times. So many times the president has violated the Constitution, the code of conduct, everything. He have done it. This president continue to bring people. Look at the people you put in charge. Look at the people you put in charge, Mr. President. You get doctors and nurses. We don't even see our president. He said he's a chair for the 2 committees. He chairing the 2 committees. He appointed himself as chairman. He put Finda Bono on it because everything will stick around the executive mansion any morning. Logistics and whatsoever. You got Mary Broad there. Maybe they want to make Mary Broad to be the coronavirus hero because they wanted to contest. They still pushing to go against the code of conduct. Say when she intended that she want to contest, but by right she's going to resign 2 years if she want to contest. But whether she can resign next year or this year or whatsoever, anybody can raise the they don't obey them. They don't obey them. This president concentrating on Dillon, but to see my friend here, to see Thomas, I know himself. You're in America that the people give. How many times people give food? No, they give off food. Some of us don't need the food from America. Some of us will never qualify for nothing in this country because you know why? We work above the poverty line. You know that? My wife, my 3 children here. Let me tell the phone. You know, we see some people then will get free milk. My wife, Joma, this day, she says she going to to the place there to go get milk because her friend carry, but she didn't know her friend get different information. Some people they marry, but they're using their name as a single mother. She went there, they said, oh, bring the income. She came. I said, Malika, they people will not. I said, what you want? She said, I said, Malika, they people will not get you a damn thing. We already fought together. She carried that. The way they deny her, they said, but what you come here for? They deny her, we never get no handout. Never. If you want to get it here, you got to be below the poverty line. I'm telling you. So, certain people don't need it in America. Certain people don't need it in America. My brother and friend, Abamo ain't want it. Abamo working. The government won't give it to him because he don't want it. But they get other people who need it. They get the homeless and whatsoever. Government concerned about them more than anything, the hunger. That's what we're supposed to do in Liberia. That is what our government is supposed to do. When you hear Donald Trump then talking and they say, oh, we got to bring money, we want to shut the city down. They say stay home, but then tell me to not drive in the street. I drove from here to go pick up my wife. I was in the street. Nobody was in the street. Around 12 o'clock. Nobody was in the street. I could see a sign. Stay home. You know, when police are passed by, nobody gave a damn to even pull me over to ask me question. To ask me question. So, Mr. Thomas, if you're living in Liberia, my boy, you're in a hellhole. If you go to heaven, God will consider you. If you go to hell, the devil said will send you back to heaven because you're already in hell in Liberia. So you wanted a blind loyalist to come talk about somebody talking nonsense. Nonsense. Yeah? What kind of country? Yeah. Yeah. That we are project, though. That we are project. We ain't got nothing to do again. That president, we are own project. That he own little project. Let me make you to understand. So all the thing you're doing here, president, we are project. We can play with AI. He buy the bucket. The people wash their hands. The people, I know some of them can pee in the bucket. They will pee inside or they got to shit inside because some people get toilet house. Some people got to go outside. Then you go put military. I thought the military were coming to start dividing food in the country. I thought the military was going to be there to make sure that things okay. But you put military people in the street and carrying guns. Just yesterday, 3 persons died. They said last night. I saw the body. But I don't want to talk about it because I don't get all the actual information yet. But I don't understand why we're doing this to ourselves. Why we're doing this among all the country. Let me make somebody posted, oh yeah, the people were in the church. They are beating the Muslim people, say, oh, leave the church. Yes, that's truth. That's truth. They beat the Muslim people. But you won't compare yourself with other countries. Other countries, the laws are different. In our Liberia, laws are different. But I will play the George Weah speech, then I will come back. I will play the speech. Let us listen to it. Because Liberians, I don't know what we're up to. What we're playing with here, we're just trying to introduce President Weah. He testing Liberian people to say, I will not do nothing. Liberian people will not do a damn thing. Nothing they will do. George Weah planning how to win election, hope by crook. But you don't know the next thing? But we'll start exposing some of them. When you talk to them, they tell you, President Weah, I think he's really interested in the next. I think he can win the coming election because you know why? You know why they're saying that? Because President Weah not doing the right thing. Not doing the right thing. Look at his chairman, Moluba Molu. Look at Moluba Molu. This president was aware of coronavirus, but he still insisted and they celebrated their retreat and put people in the street. Then you want to talk nonsense here? This president put his first committee together in February. But yet instead, this president put people together in the street because he wants them to die. Because they want more coronavirus, so we will get more aid. Yes. The president put people in the street. Citizens were all in the street at the stadium. At that time, they were talking about social distancing. They were staying in there. Stay celebrating to Jamaica. All the officials that coming from abroad, they refuse to be quarantined. Edwin Snow and all these people then. Jefferson Koji, Magay, all of them refuse to be quarantined. These people are all Liberians. They're not better than no other Liberians. More Ali came from America, they quarantine him. Alexander Cummings came, they quarantine him. Eh? So you only quarantine people who you don't like. What kind of government is it? What kind of thing will run it so? They're like sitting there and making it all of fun. They think it's so funny. Oh yeah, the president doing good. Look, let me tell you something. Nobody can tell me the decision they made was a good decision. It's a 40% decision. The only thing in it, yes, they're supposed to stay indoor. But how are they going to survive? The government will get work on the hand until the 3 weeks finish, because I know Liberians, they will come out every day. Okay, if they come, what are you going to do? If they come out, are you going to arrest them? If they come out right now, are you going to arrest them or kill them? Which one? What are the plans? Where you going to quarantine them by force? You're going to put them to central prison so they will squeeze out together and they die? If anybody violates this curfew, this rule to say I come outside, and you arrest them, what are you really going to do with them? Mr. Thomas, in America, in Philadelphia, they make it clear that they cannot arrest nobody even as smoking weed in the street. They will not arrest you for anything right now. You see how the people do that? Certain crime, they will not arrest you. They will take your information and do whatsoever. After everything, maybe they might prosecute you. They will let you go. But if any Liberian right now, what will be the consequences when they break the rules? If they come out, where you go? I go look for food. You the household member? No. What you do? You shoot him. You will kill him. You will arrest him. Social distancing. You don't got the marks on your face. Do you think that the marks can save our lives? No. Look at the police people. They all of them, some of them don't have it. They don't have the PPE, nothing. They don't have no protection. Everybody just spitting on each other. We know it's wrong. We know everybody needs to be quarantined. We know that 100%. Don't you think we want the Liberian people to be to be secure? You do know how it, you know how it look like? Eh? Do you know what happened when our people go through all these things? Do you know that? No. Eh? No. But why are we doing this to ourselves? Why? Why are Liberians doing things to themselves? Because our leaders, our own leader, the people we voted for, treating Liberians like a slave in their own country. Go back and listen to the president's speech. Go back and listen to the president's speech and tell me that the speech he gave is what he filing today. I will play that speech too. The speech the president gave on the inauguration day, if that is speech he filing, that the resources of Liberia will be distributed fairly among the 15 counties. There will be freedom of speech, freedom of the press. But yeah, today, they're beating journalists, they're beating people, they're killing people. The boy who they say spit on the car the other day for the gasoline business, they carry him out the end of it. Nobody saw him again. They kill people and carry them straight to the mall. Eh? Then the president make a song. Then people talking. I saw Mike Kishen, my own brother. He posted, oh, but the message, yes, the message in the song is the song. The message is the song. We agree. But the person that sang the song, the people never voted for him to go make song. He worked for the Liberian people. He worked for the Liberian. I know you're a coalition man. You from the MPP. You my own blood brother. I love you to kill. But when it comes to country, let us speak the truth. Let us speak the truth. Nobody cared. The song got a message. Liberian people never voted for Joshua to go sing. Liberian people never voted for Joshua to go play football. Liberian people never voted for Joshua to go to have his resort and build. No, Liberian people never voted for Joshua so he build his houses. They voted for Joshua for the future to bring better plans and better things for them. They saw themselves in him. That is why they voted for him. Now today they slave in their own country. They can't say nothing. For the first time, we impose state of emergency for coronavirus. Even the Ebola, we didn't do it. We didn't do it for the Ebola. Why the military in the street? Why the military in the street? This president come and give a long speech just to give state of emergency. invoking 85, 86, 87, 88 from the Constitution for the first time. Which of the president have done it? Because for sickness, you put in military, they put in the street. My people, you are blind. You not, I won't let nobody. It's right. He could shut it down. He could say, listen, everybody stay indoors. But if you're going to sit with your people and plan it properly, you will know the aftermath. What will happen when we put the people indoors? But people say, even get water to drink. Nobody say you got to feed every Liberian. You see, there's the thing. Certain people in Liberia don't need no help. They will go and buy the food and stack it up. My family need help. If they get it, fine. My brother Mark, you need help. You need to give him bag of rest. You need to give him gasoline. But they got other people in Liberia who needs help. All your officials don't need help. But your civil servant who have not taken pay, the little watchman, the security man, the cleaner, he haven't taken pay for 2 months. In the 10th month. They need help. They need rice, especially. Rice price increase. Why will you sit there this time people increasing prices in Liberia? Everything dropping. Gasoline now in Liberia is in America now is $1.99. Some places are $1.87. $1.99, $1.87 some places. They make sure they reduce everything. Now in the time of crisis, they increase it. This president could make name for himself by saying, listen, we'll meet the people who are vulnerable right now. We'll take care of certain people. The ones who can afford it, please wait a little bit. You instruct the free port. If anybody get things in our place there and they want to bring it out, that will help the Liberian people, they bring it out, we'll cut the taxes. Business people, when you're like it, because the business people have been exploiting Liberia for so long. This is the time, whether you like it or not, we deduct $2 or $3 from the bag of rice. That's 25 pounds of rice. They've been making too much money. This is the time they need to cut the price, the taxes, the something down, and give them break too. But we didn't do it though. We didn't do it. Now, that's it. That bank, what a bank that to ERW gave $150,000. Who represented it? They went to President Weah. Oh, the bank presenting $150,000. Amen. That's a terrible country anyway. You gave $150,000 to the president for the coronavirus. That alone could buy, even if that sanitizer or Clorox and tissue and whatsoever, just to do something. Look, what we need in Liberia for this whole corona, we need to educate our people. I will tell you, the old people in the interior, they know what to do. The old people know exactly what to do when it comes to the coronavirus business. They know. They know what to do. Right now, they're drinking the herbs, they're drinking everything. They know what to do. They will take care of themselves. That a certain one that will be acting all this and that. But we need more information. We need billboards. We need posters. We need everything around. People going around. People let them go around and tell the people. Look at Ghana. There's a guy who built he built something and the Ghana government buy it for him. That you wash your hand for 20 seconds. Yeah, by the time that serum finish, the water stop. They got it all over the place. Bucket. You giving people bucket. What bucket? Bucket can save their lives. Bucket? Everybody got bucket. Everybody got bucket that they got. Look, people got buckets in the house. All the plastic bucket you go, you see some bucket and all over the place. What buckets? Joel get bucket. To show no teamwork. Joel get her bucket. The president got his bucket. Everybody got their own buckets. Sir Joseph got his own bucket. Kruma got his own, Camera got his own bucket. That the president project, my people, that we are project, yeah. Let President we are fighting. President we are want to be called COVID-19 hero. Just as Sir Joseph will call Ebola hero. When Ebola, what today? Where the president wife? She not in the country. She out of the country. She gone. The president wife is not in the country. When the people dying like bro, what job we will do? What the government will even do for the people? They say killing the people. 3 weeks is long. There are certain people in Liberia that can afford it, my people. Let's be frank. Dallas, they don't need it. No representative or senator needed. No minister, deputy, assistant minister needed. No businessman needed. No former government officials in Liberia need or handout from the government. Civil servants who have not taken pay, they need it. Mike Kishen, he's a coalition man. That's my own brother. Ma and Pa, I love him. He need it. He don't need it. But they got people in Liberia, in District 17 from 1 to 17, who are in the bush looking for food. Now you say they can't go outside again. So my question here, if they arrest you, what they will do to you? They will jail you. When they arrest you, are they going to jail you? Let us take a quick 15 seconds, 30 seconds break. I'll be back. And we will bring out the George Weah speech again. I want you to listen to this speech, President Weah's speech. Let us listen to it keenly. Take your time and listen to it. I still want to know if this speech President Weah really wanted to give it, or he was pushed to the wall to come out. The one that I'm about to show, I did a little editing. The editing, the speech is not cut off. But they kept the president too long on camera. When he was checking all the papers and doing all the things, they were nonsense. I don't like it. They kept the president. But the guy that we know, we are open. We know what open anymore. This guy, nobody knows who is this president of Liberia. The people that we know, the men and Liberian people know. Do you think like Joshua really was concerned? You think Joshua should be concerned about security in Liberia? No. Joshua never came to power, even like Ellen Johnson, who had a little problem with the Liberian people for the war. Joshua was not part of no rebel group. Joshua never came to power by the gun. Joshua never killed no ants in Liberia. Joshua was always with the people, singing his tire with his common people. His common people. I don't know if this guy, what his name said, Debler, what a born name. If you're alive, I don't know if Joshua was even going to joke with him again. I don't know if Joshua was still going to be the same Joshua. Nobody said bring yourself down. But the people of Liberia know this Joshua, but this is not the Joshua anymore. All of a sudden, they want to kill Joshua. All of a sudden, everybody hate Joshua. They want to kill Joshua. So Joshua's security is so strong, more than anything. He pumping, I say he building it around him. He making people, he putting out fear, and people telling him, man, you got to act strong. He faced, and just, let me tell you something. Let me give one example. Just by Joshua, a certain president he visited, that's why I say, oh boy. Omar Bongo, the one who, the Gabon president, that was his father, that is son now. Togo. This guy from Senegal and whosoever. The Senegalese guy, only they know. In Senegal, you don't joke when you're out, you're out. Certain people that Joshua start to mingle with, you know that was a problem right there. That was a problem. You notice that Joe, we are not friends with certain president. When I say friends, he don't talk to president too much. He can't talk to Sierra Leone president like that. He can't talk to Ghanaian president like that, because these people with all their trouble, it's not that they're perfect. They don't say I don't have no problem. They don't say have their problem. They're doing some dirty things. They're corrupt. Every one of them corrupt. But what they try to do, they put their country first. And they eat little, they eat. But they make sure they put their country first. They try to leave the landmark. But our own man, he ate in the morning, in the day, in the evening. He want everything, nothing fall from his behind, from his place here. That is bad. So let's just take the few seconds break. I will be back and we'll put in the speech of Joshua. Thank you. Share this video. Please share it. Please just give a click. And also, this is Lrtn. We operate on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter also. Right now as I'm speaking, if you go to YouTube, you will see me on. And that is what we do. We try to extend it whatsoever to our people. And we just to give them. And what I say here, this show is not owned and operated by Lrtn. I'm on Lrtn. But I'm also a co-owner of Lrtn. But within LRTN, everybody has their own mind. If you're sedition, you're whatsoever, you are all part of LRTN. But when we come together as body, LRTN has the special show that they're going to be broadcasting. We're going to be having a comedy. We're going to have all kinds of different things just to keep our people moving. This is the first of kind, and please help us. We help you. Let us share it with each other. Be your part. We will, that because of the coronavirus, open our office in Pennsylvania right now on Rouge Street. We got a nice place there. Our studio, everything is well fixed and ready. And we will be launching this year, but now because of the coronavirus, we don't know when to launch. But we want to launch for Liberian people to see it. This coming summer, we got a lot of stuff. We got things for the kids. We got a lot of things. We want to go all in the communities and get all the necessary information. So we're looking for more people. It's a voluntary thing. It's not paying. We're not paying nobody. But if you want to be compensated, if you get your show and you think you want to advertise on it, and you can get something and the station a little contribution, fine, that's cool. But anyway, please, LRTN. Don't forget, whenever you sleep, you get up, you think whatsoever, it's LRTN. Liberia Radio and Television Network is owned and operated by the Sharing Foundation. Our CEO is a very young guy, and he also behind the cameras, he behind the equipment. He's so small, he's the man, trust me. And we do things, we all got a role to play, and also I'm the operational man, and we got the chairman of the board, Mr. P, and we got one of our board members, and JY, and we got our nice secretary and how we call this, financial expert. But we got a lot of people. We got another, and I can call him Little James and Little Jackson. Eloquent kid. He had an interview with some doctors, and we bring in people, we talk to representatives and other things. We try to to open up ourselves. It's not only to Liberians alone. So let's just take a quick break. When we finish, we'll be back. Okay, guys, thank you. I'm back, and I'm going to bring out the George Weah video, that his speech concerning the what the thing is, the lockdown of the country. So I want to just listen to it keenly and see it yourself and tell us what you know, and then maybe I might open the phone line and see who want to say something just to chip in.
fellow citizens, foreign residents, we are all witnessing the devastation caused by the coronavirus epidemic around the world. Hundreds of thousands of persons around the globe have been infected by it. Thousands have died as a result of contracting it, and many more thousands are predicted to die. The disease has overwhelmed more advanced health care system in many countries and has brought the economies of several developed nations among to be a complete halt. The sad reality of millions of victims and thousands of deaths around the world should give all of us cause to pause and think about what we must do collectively to protect ourselves from this dreadful pestilence. The horrific scenarios that are beginning to emerge should serve as sufficient warning for every one of us to spring into action. The government of Liberia continues to work with determination, diligence, and focus to combat this deadly COVID-19 disease. You will recall that the Special Presidential Advisory Committee on Coronavirus, the SPACO, was established 2 months ago under my leadership as soon as it was perceived that the disease was likely to develop into a global epidemic of epic proportions that could possibly affect the country. As chairman of SPACO, I have personally presided over many strategy and operational meetings with the aim and objective of coordinating the fight against the corona disease in Liberia. I have also instituted the Executive Committee on Coronavirus, ECHO, as the operational arm of SPACO that will focus on community initiatives and outreach. As head of both committees, I am directly involved with the day-to-day activities with our health experts, members of the cabinet, and our international partners in order to help mitigate the spread of the virus. At the same time, explore ways and means to help ease some of the economic challenges that this virus will cause to our country and people. Fellow Liberians, although our health teams are working assiduously to complete the testing of scores of contacts, we have to recognize that the COVID-19 virus has now entered a new phase in our country. As we move from protection to containment, the dynamics of our management of the disease have been significantly changed, and there will be required much stronger additional measures to delay the spreading of this highly infectious virus and keep our public safe. Fellow citizens, the global epidemic is killing thousands of people around the world. It knows no borders, and there is yet no vaccination or cure. The global spread of this virus represents the greatest threat to the health and well-being of the people of Liberia since the Ebola epidemic suffered by our country from 2014 to 2016. It has already arrived in Liberia, and confirmed cases are now on the rise. Therefore, by the authority granted to me under Article 85, 86, 87, and 88 of the Liberian Constitution, and after due consultation with the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the President pro tempore of the Liberian Senate, as required by law, I, George Manewia, President of the Republic of Liberia, hereby declare a state of emergency to exist in and throughout the Republic of Liberia for a period of 3 weeks, renewable until the threat to Liberia from the COVID-19 virus no longer exists. My fellow Liberians, as a first step under the powers hereby granted me under this state of emergency, the Speaker and the President pro tempore are to convene the 54th Legislature in joint session on tomorrow, Thursday, the 9th of April, 2020, for justification and endorsement of this state of emergency by joint resolution in accordance with the Article 88 of the Liberian Constitution. I further announce under this state of emergency that all 15 counties in the Republic of Liberia are hereby quarantined from 11:59 p.m. on Friday, March 10, 2020 until further notice. Movements between counties are strictly prohibited. No person shall be permitted to enter or leave or in any way across the borders of any county into another county, except for Mosorado County and Mangibi County, which are quarantined as a single unit. As a further measure under this state of emergency, all Liberians and residents within the borders of Mosorado County, Mangibi County, Nima County, and Grand Cru are to stay at home for the next phase begin at 11:59 p.m. on Friday, March 10, 2020. Throughout this period, residents may leave home only for essential journeys for reason of health and food, which should be restricted to your local community only and be limited to a single person per household for a maximum of 1 hour. Exceptions shall be made for persons who are designated as essential staff in government offices, banks, supermarkets, and other business establishments, as a hotel, petrol station, and health facility, to travel directly to work and return directly home. All such commercial activities are to be closed no later than 3 p.m. All non-essential businesses and government offices will remain closed, with the exception of essential businesses, health facility, and a few key government offices, such as the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Central Bank of Liberia, the National Port Authority, the Liberia Revenue Authority, the Monrovia City Corporation, and the Liberia Broadcasting System, and accredited media, where only a skeleton staff will be given passes to work. Our government Offices may be designated and exempt based on the essential nature of their function. Meanwhile, no exempt government employees and people in the private sector are encouraged to work from home. Also exempted from these restrictions are the production, distribution, and marketing of food, beverages, pharmaceuticals, and medicine, environmental and sanitation activities, members of the security forces assigned to lawful duties, essential staff of electricity, water, telecommunication, banking, and hotels, and the staff of fuel stations. The Ministry of Internal Affairs is hereby instructed to engage the leaders of the various marketing associations in counties honor the stay at home order to make satisfactory arrangements about the operations of markets during this period, so as to ensure the observance of social distance and enhance hygiene protocols. In all other counties not honor this stay-at-home order, residents are to stay within their respective local communities until otherwise ordered. I have ordered the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia and the Chairman of the National Joint Security to enforce this stay-home policy beginning as of the effective date. Further measure will be imposed from time to time under this state of emergency. Fellow Liberians, I want to encourage Liberians and foreign residents to abide by these measures even under the most difficult circumstances. We have to ask ourselves why we should abide by these measures. The answer is simple: to save lives. Remember, the life you save may be your own or mine. We should all learn from the experience of Ebola. We have to give up certain freedoms for the time being until we can get through this. That is why we have found it necessary to declare the state of emergency. I say to you, fellow citizens, stay at home and be safe. Fellow Liberians, let me now take this opportunity to give thanks and appreciation to our brave health workers, including doctors and nurses, and all other personnel involved in the fight against this deadly disease. Your courage, your dedication, and your professionalism inspire us all. In this regard, I would like to call on all retired health workers in Liberia to join hands with your counterparts to reinforce our capabilities and strength to fight the COVID-19 with your vast experience and expertise. We need all hands on deck at this time. I ask everyone to get on board and abide by the health measures and protocols that have been.
Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to end it because all the other ones now is just something that the president talking about. You listen to the president's speech. You know, it's so sad that our president make a lot of mistakes. So, but we're not going to do it on it. We ourselves, we're not English major people. But for president and a man who got a master degree, no, it's terrible. We still try to understand the speech. How can a president be reading a paper? April start with A. March start with M. The president still made a mistake saying that March 10. Okay, fine. He said, and he talked about the vaccine. He said right now we don't even have a vaccination. No. When you administering it is vaccination, but it's all, we don't even have a vaccine for that. But I don't understand anyway. We're not yet to correct the president's speech on what he said on the grammar. I myself am not an English guy, but you guys listen to it. I don't know if this president was forced, whether they actually force him or they push him to this thing here. Let me see if I own. 1 minute, guys. I think I just lost something here. I see I freeze up here. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's something wrong with my system, with the system here, but I don't know if people can hear me. Let me just get back out and see if. Okay, guys, I know you guys can still hear me, and I know it's still running, so I will tell from here if it's. This is what I wanted you guys to hear. The president said, he said that Liberians should abide by this order on the most difficult, although things are hard, but abide by it. It's true. We want our people to secure themselves. Go indoor, stay there, and see how best we can eradicate this thing. Eradicate the whole thing about what are the plans. If you put these people indoor, are you sending people to the houses to check them for fever and see what's going on, if they are okay or not? Is there something for them to know that they're feeling sick or something? You know that brain's always sick anyway. Something. And there are people who die in Liberia right now. We think they're dying from coronavirus. Not true. I know someone who just died. It was a hard thing for them. Before they could even take, we're doing the same old thing we did with the same Ebola business here. That how we're treating this whole thing here. Playing politics out of it. Then you say, oh, opposition won't play politics. Opposition want to just show off. They want to use the government as scapegoat. The president of Liberia, George Weah, telling people to abide by orders hard time like this. Okay, I think something wrong with my system. Okay, guys, we're gonna go back to break, and I want to check something up, and if possible, I might shut off and come back on, but I don't know if it will be necessary. The page freeze up. I don't know why it freeze up. Yeah, Mr. Sao.